It was like him and one other guy that did the Happy Meal.
Did it have? Do you know anything about it? Did it have a toy originally?
Yeah. So the whole idea was to get the kids hooked early, and they actually talked about having like adult Happy Meals, which I think kind of became value meals or whatever.
What would
in the research I was doing last night?
It never had an adult toy in it, because. Time out. Welcome to The Cover, where three Hoosier friends judge books by their covers and movies by their trailers.
That's right. I'm Brett, here with my fellow Indiana natives, Remington and Marcus, ready to dive into the stories that keep us up all night and occasionally put us to sleep.
Whether you're a bookworm, movie buff, or just here for the witty banter, we've got you covered.
Each week, we'll dissect a different book or movie, sharing fun facts, hot takes, and moments that make Marcus cry. Spoiler alert, we're not experts, but we're definitely opinionated.
From literary masterpieces to blockbuster flops, nothing is safe from our snarky reviews and wild tangents. Who knew Hoosiers could be this entertaining?
So grab your popcorn and reading glasses, because we're about to embark on a hilarious journey through the pages and screens that shape our lives. Or at least our weekends.
You're listening to The Cover. Let's get the show on the road before one of our kids wakes up.
Hey! I know we just had a live show, but Rem, you know what I think?
What do you think?
I think we should do it again.
Another live show?
Another live show.
I'll do another live show. Marcus, will you do another live show?
I'll think about it.
All right.
Okay, great. We already sent you the calendar invite. You're invited. September.
I'll only do it if it's at the lounge.
Oh.
I agree, Brett. I'll only do it if it's at the lounge.
I've heard ladies eat free at the lounge.
That's on Thursdays. Let's calm down here.
Sorry.
This is a Wednesday.
What about half-price wine?
Yeah.
Oh, that's even better than free food if you already have food.
We talked to the owners at the lounge. What we're going to do is we're going to have half-price bottles of wine at the lounge.
So I love this. I love
podcast.
this. The lounge has attracted a lot of females. It's a fun girl hangout night. Guys, bring your ladies. And it's to sell it. So this is what's funny. To celebrate my birthday, we're watching Titanic. And we're doing half-price wine, which I'm allergic to. So this is awesome.
Celebrating.
This is great.
This is actually...
To be honest, though, the last time we did a live show on someone's birthday, it was Marcus's birthday, and you went to a Mexican restaurant not knowing it was Cinco de Mayo.
That's true.
We were there like, this place is packed. What's going on?
It's like Tuesday or Monday, I think it was.
Because we were so sad. We love Casa Santa, and we were so convinced, like, this is not going to last. This sucks. And we go on a Monday or Tuesday, and it's like, dude, it's happening. People are finding out about this. Is awesome. Cinco de Mayo.
You show up, and I'm like, dude, it's Cinco de Mayo.
I hope that place makes it. It's very delicious.
It's great. It's delicious. It feels like you are in an all-inclusive Mexican resort.
It's great
when you're there. Yeah, it's fantastic. So September 9th, the lounge.
It is the most Brett thing we could do, though.
What?
Brett always, since I have known him, like, bends over backwards to make sure that the lady in his life is happy.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And this is the most, like, bend over backwards.
For his own birthday.
Bend over backwards.
What are you guys talking about? We're watching Titanic. I get to see boobs. That'd be great.
Goodness. No, we will be fast. Thank you for bringing that up, Brett. We will be fast forwarding that. We're not going to play that scene
We could just
live.
record the YouTube TV version.
There you go.
Yeah, we could do that.
Yeah.
Because I don't trust us
Probably
to remember.
nothing illegal about that.
Do not fear.
Who are you putting in charge of that, Rem?
My wife.
Oh, she'll do it.
It'll happen.
She'll do it. How close is she going to let you get?
She's
What do you do?
Draw me like your French girls.
How many bottles of wine, though?
Does she know? Does she know where to point the remote in the lounge? I mean,
I don't think there's a remote. I think it's going to be on our computer. If you really want to get technical.
Got it. Okay, fantastic. Well, September 9th, save the date. The lounge connected to Parks Place in downtown Fishers. Celebrating my birthday. If you don't come, you're not my friend.
I think we should give away cover swag.
Done. We need to order
I think
cover
we should
swag.
make some cover swag.
Well, we're thinking ahead of time now, so I think we can do it.
I wore that cover hat of mine to death.
I'm wearing it right now.
It is,
and it's getting bad.
It is. You know that hat that Marcus wears when he's going hard.
Binge Jesus.
That's
well,
he's got a couple.
He's talking about the Books and Brews.
The Books and Brews
got
green
the
hat.
green hat.
When he shows
With
up in
the
that
flat
hat,
bill?
you know, like watch out. Yeah, that's what that
Usually
cover
that
hat became.
shows up at the lake.
I just want a cardboard cutout. I want some sort of thing of us. I want it to be
Done. Yeah, no, we need to get the caricature. Yeah, we got
think-
some cool. We're gonna step it up.
And to be completely honest, if you haven't checked out the lounge yet, you're welcome. If
Yeah,
this is the
lounge is
reason
and
you're
our
here,
live
it's
shows are
awesome.
so fun.
It is.
Please
It's
go have
we
a drink. We need
blast.
to pay
Have we
off.
made the Eventbrite yet?
No.
It will be on Eventbrite this time.
Yeah.
You know.
Here's the other thing that's fun. Instead of doing a beer, we could create a signature cocktail.
Done.
People are gonna think
The cover.
gosh, these guys
Or-
must be raking it in on live shows.
Yeah.
They're doing another one. We'll
It's
leave
free.
that up to you to figure out
It's free.
if
When
we're
you get there.
crushing it or not. Welcome to the Cover Podcast, totally recorded. Womp womp. I'm your host, Brett Wiggins, and as always, to my left is.
The ugly.
Well, hold on. You were drinking out of a frosty mug today that said the asset on it. Was that
Yeah.
the name of the place you were? What was,
No, I joined the Mug Club at
Oh.
Roots Burger Bar,
They let
and
you
you
do your
can put
name.
whatever you want on it.
in
And so
Nora.
it says the asset.
In Nora. Where's Roots? Where's
It's
the
right
Roots?
by my house.
Oh, there's one in Carroll.
Yeah.
Got it. There's one by my old office.
That intersection is about to suck for a while.
Dude,
because
what is
everything
happening?
closed.
Hazeldale was closed for like way too long. Now Gray's closing
Gosh, I'm glad I still live in Fishers. Sounds like it sucks.
for another couple weeks.
Sitting to my right is Sir.
Remington Ramsey.
I need to put the asset in my notes. Sometimes I do it, sometimes I don't. There we go. All right, good. We'll forget that next week. We answer 9 questions just about every week about one of your favorite books or movies. Reading a great book right now. Sir Remington, what are we covering on this episode?
Well, Brett, in 1954, Ray Kroc is an unsuccessful traveling salesman selling Prince Castle brand milkshake mixers. While
Happens
he
to the
has
best of
a
us.
supportive wife, Ethel, and has saved enough to live a simple and comfortable life in Arlington Heights, Illinois, he craves more. Ray also observes that many of the drive-in restaurants that he tries to sell are insufficiently run and long awaiting time orders, and car hops more concerned with avoiding and groping from greasers than getting their orders right. After learning that a drive-in in San Bernardino is ordering an unusually large number of milkshake mixers, Ray drives to California to see it for himself. What he finds is McDonald's, a highly popular walk-up restaurant with fast service, high-quality food, disposable packaging, and a family-friendly atmosphere. This movie is The Founder, 2016 PG-13, 1 hour, 55-minute runtime, starring Michael Keaton, Nick Offerman, John Carroll Lynch, Linda Cardellini, director John Lee Hancock.
Marcus, I am a little disappointed that I did not get a fountain Diet Coke tonight.
Oh,
Because if you know about
Oh,
McDonald's Diet
yes.
Coke, it's
fantastic.
special.
I actually haven't had it since I started drinking Diet Coke, which is over a year ago.
So good.
But I have been told, I don't know if it's an old wives'
Probably not
tale,
good for you.
that the
No, it's
McDonald's
very good
Coke
for you.
is different.
Oh, it is good for you. Okay, good.
Well, they have higher standards in terms of
Got it.
their lines and things.
Got it.
And so it's like really crisp and clear. It's the
Ooh.
same thing with Coke. Diet
Because-
Coke, their sodas.
Not to skip ahead, it's one of their 3 core main
Yeah.
selling items.
Burgers,
back when
fries.
they're established.
Soda.
Yeah, burgers, fries, soda. So I don't know about you guys, but I dug in afterwards, man. I watched a 40-minute documentary
On
via-
Ray Kroc, on McDonald's.
on McDonald's.
Yep.
And which has to have Ray Kroc in it.
Yep.
But like their original menu had, I want to say 8 to 10 items. Apple pie was one of them.
They
I
still
used
have
to
apple pie.
crush apple pies from McDonald's regularly.
But they didn't have fries. They had chips,
oh.
no fries. And so they spun it all when, Ray got there. But like really interesting. Their initial pop-up was there was a guy who
Well,
had
they
a-
talk about that here in this?
The changing the menu.
Yeah.
I don't think they did the original menu though. And did they talk about what their pop-up stand was?
Yeah, they talked about
Yeah, they
how
talked about the
too
hot
big of
dogs
a-
and-
too
Hot
big
dogs
of a
and what?
menu.
Hot dogs and
Orange juice.
orange
Orange
juice.
juice.
Yes.
Wild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hot dogs and orange juice. Can you imagine?
But they
Why
talk,
on earth
they
would that
talk,
be
They
what
talk
you
about
paired?
opening it. It's a drive-in, and then they talk about
And they had
just
too
making
many
it
things in the
burgers.
menu
Right.
and everything else.
Burgers, fries.
Right.
This is John, the big guy, the big brother. Mac.
Yeah, Mac.
He's
is
so
Big Mac.
he is. I really love him as an actor.
Yeah, he's great.
I've seen him do so many different kinds.
He's
of things.
very diverse. He's actually really interesting in the Trial of the Seven.
Yeah.
So the Big Mac is named after. We're assuming it's named after.
It is.
Mac?
It's after him. Yeah.
And then what food is Dick named after?
Well, that's got. That's got. When Marcus texted that.
That was the
That's
hot dog
pure-
orange juice. Okay, okay.
That's
good.
pure dick magic, right?
Pure dick magic.
That's a quote. That's a quote.
That quote is just the writers messing with us because he's so genuine and he's like the family friendly character
There
saying
is some
that.
interesting brotherly tension and love going on there. I'm just saying, never bring up wives. Never. They're very brotherly.
Oh, jeez.
They love each other, man. They do. They care about one
Apparently,
another.
he's in Fargo.
I was thinking about, so producer Nate's not with us here today, and I don't know.
He's alive. He's just feeling under the weather
yeah.
tonight.
He's not in studio.
Yep.
I wonder if you would like this movie because there was cussing and there wasn't really like hot
No
moms.
hot moms.
No moms.
No hot moms.
Well-
we don't know if they had kids.
Well, okay, so fun fact, they actually did have one kid. So he and his first wife had a kid, but they, for whatever reason, left that out of the
oh,
script.
I was talking about the blonde, but okay.
I don't know. I don't think they actually ever had kids.
Correct. So she's not a mom.
Yeah.
Right.
She's the only one that
So
qualifies.
Nate would probably give this like a 2.
2.1.
Yeah.
2.1. What you know going into it? I knew Remington loved it,
I do love this movie.
and I knew it was McDonald's. That's what I knew. I probably watched it for the first time a couple years ago. 2 years ago, 3 years ago.
By the way, Homeboy's IMDb
surprised-
page
I'm-
is strange.
I'm pretty surprised that you've
Keaton?
seen this.
John Carroll Lynch's actor page is weird.
Dude,
Like,
he
it's
plays a
like-
serial killer in some sort of show, and he's fantastic. in
He's
that
in
role.
White House Plumbers. I mean, his run the last 10 years has been pretty solid.
Marcus, I would.
Turn. He's in Turn. I forgot about that.
Oh, he is. He's the
James-
owner of
James
the
Remington.
Yes, he
The press-
owns
the press.
the press. Yeah,
Yeah.
and the bar. So there was a stretch of time before I got married. I was addicted to documentaries. That's all I watched.
Yeah.
was documentaries, and this kind of qualifies. So if I hear somebody like bring up a movie that's documentary-ish,
You watch it.
I'll watch it. Yeah.
Interesting.
And what's funny is this didn't have to do with drugs or mob or most documentaries I watched were drug mob.
Yeah.
Or sports.
Dude, I've been somehow the YouTube algorithm put me to this guy who's used to be in the mob. Like his dad was a mob boss, and
Oh,
he
wow.
grew up in the mob.
Does he have tattoos all over
And
him?
he no,
Right,
he looks
never mind.
he's fairly clean cut. But you can
Crazy
tell,
Stupid Love. I could not remember.
Oh
He's
yeah,
also
he's one of the
he's
dads.
yeah.
He's the dad of the girl. That's in love with Cal.
with Steve Carell.
Yes,
That's such an uncomfortable.
Daddy, he doesn't know.
I love that movie.
That movie's good. That movie is so uncomfortable.
Oh, I love that movie so much.
Ryan Gosling.
the scene where he's blindfolded. No, she's blindfolded. Who's blindfolded when they come to the backyard to meet?
She's
Oh,
blindfolded.
shit.
She's
The wife
blindfolded.
is blindfolded.
That scene
because
is-
they're gonna win him back, and that's I mean,
And honestly,
that is the climax. That
Yeah.
scene is the climax.
Yeah.
And they're all like,
yeah.
they're tackling each other.
Oh, that's a good movie. Yeah.
Marcus.
Had you seen this before, Marcus?
This?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Founder.
Oh yeah.
What when you think of Founder, what's the memorable scenes that your head goes to?
Wow, trying to take over hosting
Like
responsibilities.
before I
Real
came.
It is Brett's podcast,
Like
I found out.
before I
Cool,
came
man.
into this. Before I came into this, like just the scenes that.
Well, that's
I remember
because we
well.
always answer that after we get into it.
Uh-huh.
And in the beginning, when you're like, "What do you remember?" Like,
Yeah.
I always remember certain scenes.
I always think about the very beginning because it's the most salesman thing
Sure.
in the world.
The struggle.
Yeah.
Good leads. Got some good leads.
He's just he's
Got some
he's
good
lying
leads.
to himself.
He's lying
he's
to his
listening,
wife, yeah.
He's listening to the CDs. He believes it, man.
Yeah.
Like he believes that he's going to be successful.
But he believes it enough to where he does have some level of success because
He
they
had to be
have
some level of
they have a
success.
nice house
Yeah.
and they belong to a nice club.
Yeah, but everybody I know that moves to the Chicago suburbs, they want to become a millionaire.
Yeah, they were not. He was not a millionaire.
And then eventually he becomes a millionaire, like everybody else we know moves to Chicago suburbs. It's just something that happens. It's just
That's
something
right.
that
So
happens.
I think
To be
about
fair,
that
I
one a
think
lot.
he was already a millionaire.
millionaire.
I always think about the scene where he says, "You're not in the food business. You're in the real estate
Yeah.
business."
Yep.
That's a memorable scene for me. BJ Novak
Yeah.
comes in and
Exactly.
says, "You don't even know. You don't seem to know
What business
what
you're
business
in?
you're in."
Yeah. And then he looks at him. He's like, "And if I do this, then the brothers," and he says, "Yep." And that's a huge turn.
Yep.
A huge turn. I think about the scene where he realizes that where he goes and they're selling like fried chicken and all the things that the brothers were scared of.
Yes.
Because they have those investors that
Yes.
they're like, no, this is what people want. They love that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And he's so angry.
Yeah, he's ticked off.
And he realizes I need young, hungry people
Yes.
to go
Who are
and
going to own it
this
and
thing
work it themselves.
and
Yeah.
work it. And I just resonate with that so much, especially frankly, like that's exactly right now where we're at as a company is figuring out who's going to be these regional presidents going forward.
You got to
Yeah.
go hit the bingo
And-
night at VFW, man.
And we're shifting the mindset. So it's pretty cool.
I have one other scene. There's many. There's
a ton.
There's 2 or 3 other scenes that I think are at the top for me, but the one is when he storms the golf course with a burger.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it's got lettuce
What's
on
this?
it. The burger, what is this? What is this? And he's throwing it in the face, which is right before the scene you're talking
Correct.
about. When he realizes these guys are checked out, they're retired, they're only doing it because he said it was a good investment. They actually don't care at all.
I kind of put those together in my head.
I love
guess.
that scene. I
Yeah.
love it when he storms on and then he storms off,
Me
throws
too.
the burger at him. He's like, because he cares. He cares about the quality. He cares about it's very Sam Walton. It's not the way Sam Walton would have delivered it, but it's the level of care. I mean, Sam was flying to other cities, filming the inside of other grocery stores
Totally.
and
This
stores,
obsession. He's
Yeah.
just obsessed.
which is amazing. And
So-
he hasn't made a dime yet, by the way, at this point.
So for me, we haven't talked about the fact that every time I watch a movie, even if I watched it before, I'm watching it for the first time.
Yeah, that's right.
The proof of this is that my memorable scene is the handshake deal at the end. That
Oh, yeah.
sticks with me.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
doesn't.
yeah.
I can't not think about it. I think about it the whole movie.
Where the lawyers are
Where he
there
says,
and
"Hey, you
will
know,
pay you."
they just won't let that be in the contract, so you just got to trust me. You'll get your 1%.
You'll get your.
And so
you'll
what do
get
you
your
know about
commissions.
What do I know?
He
about
doesn't
that?
pay him.
He doesn't pay him.
At what point do you find that out?
They tell you that.
Right after during. So that's
missed-
pretty late.
I missed that.
So
Where
the
do they
very-
tell you that?
The very end, they tell you kind of an update on each character.
But I
It
missed
says,
that part about
today.
like,
It would be $100 million a year.
Yeah. And it said that in
Yes.
in it. Oh, yeah, I missed that.
Yeah,
I don't
the
know what
ending.
I was doing. Must
So
have
so
read it.
I can't.
Yeah.
I can never let that go.
That's kind of like the end of The Big Short. Like
It
wanna
feels
be-
very Big Short.
you want to be happy,
Yeah.
but you just have this ick feeling at the end. Now, to be fair, they were simple men, and $1 million at that time was $8.6 million today,
Totally.
Sure.
which is
I'm sure they were happy.
game-changing
No,
money.
This is actually what Jessica and I talked about. Is I said I think everybody won.
Everybody won.
Everybody won.
It just doesn't feel good that there was a handshake deal that didn't get met. They attribute
they
Mac's
still-
death like 27 years. I need to look at the number. He died years ago, like 27 years ago, and they attribute it to the stress from that deal.
But here's the thing,
from
though. They never
the final deal.
From the whole interaction, like he dies early.
they never ever would have made anywhere close to that much money, though. They never would have done it.
Totally.
Yeah, but I also don't. I don't think.
No, and by the way, to be clear, I'm talking about this as the movie characters.
Right, that's a very
I
good
don't
point.
know enough.
Totally.
I do not know enough about them
Yep.
specifically.
I think
have any idea. So I'm covering the movie.
Not knowing anything about how they lived their life after they got that $1 million after taxes, I'm willing to bet they would have said, if we could do it all over again, we would have taken none of the money and just kept things the way it was. That's why I would say I don't think everybody won. No, I could be wrong.
No. At the beginning of the movie when they meet Ray, he says he wants to be a millionaire. And I don't think you're going to make $1 million on one location.
Who said they wanted to be a millionaire?
Dick wanted to be a millionaire, and Mac wanted his dream to come true.
Yeah.
Oh! I didn't hear. I thought I heard. So he actually says he wants to be a millionaire. He doesn't just say the franchise thing is his dream.
He said his dream is to become a millionaire.
Got it. Well, then maybe. Yeah, maybe. Their issue is, dude. If you don't get it in writing, that's on you.
Yeah.
That's you have to take that L, and that sucks. But that's the only reason you can't completely hate Ray is, dude. That's on you guys. Right? Did I say Ray? Is it Ray?
I don't know. I mean, if you handshake, if you say I'm going to do this and you handshake and you don't do it, that's a pretty easy way to hate somebody.
If you pick up a snake and it bites you, don't get mad at the snake. You knew it was a snake. At this point, they know who he is.
So don't get mad at Ray for that. Get mad at Ray for being a snake.
For being Ray.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
I
could buy that.
Yeah, for sure.
They didn't have an option though.
It is interesting when you read up about it though, because
it's kind of like Anne
it's got mixed reviews on how.
Kind of like Anne Hathaway.
How so?
No option. She had to go to Paris.
No, she had options. Trying to pin me in the corner there.
So wait, so you're saying there's mixed reviews on the integrity of the film, on how they perceive?
Yeah, like not the integrity of the film, the overall tone that Ray is the good versus bad. Mm-hmm. It wasn't necessarily that. Is kind of, if you read up on it, it didn't feel like that, but like some sources it is. So.
Is Dick an executive producer on the film?
No, he did eat the 50th billion. What is the number? The 50 billionth hamburger in 1984. He ate a ceremonial. Isn't that crazy?
They had sold 50 billion by 1984.
Guys, the 1 in 8 of Americans today has worked at McDonald's. 1 in every 8 Americans today has worked at McDonald's.
That's pretty incredible.
Worked at McDonald's?
Has worked at McDonald's.
Wasn't there a stat at the end that said like 6% of the world's population will eat McDonald's today or something like that?
It was like 1% of the world will be fed by McDonald's.
Oh, that's
I didn't pay close enough attention to all the stats.
1 in 8?
1 in 8
adults today.
That's wild.
You're saying in America?
In America, 1 in 8 Americans will work at McDonald's.
Dang.
Do you know anybody? I know
people
one. I know at least
for sure.
Kelsey's worked at McDonald's. Now she will tell you it was a part of
last year.
It was a rough year, guys. 2025 kicked us in the balls.
Book sales were not
book sales. She will tell you it was a part of Christian Crusades or whatever that thing is in college.
Sure. She has to say, "Hello, may I take your order?" every time I see her now. That needs to be.
She loved it. That was the summer she got fat, by the way. You got to ask her about her cookie dough summer. You got to ask her about her cookie dough summer.
Meaning she
ate cookie dough all summer.
At night? Like afterwards?
She gained like 20 pounds.
Not like at McDonald's, right?
Yeah, at McDonald's.
Just ate the ice cream?
I think it was like, it was cookie dough.
It was definitely not cookie dough.
It was cookie dough.
But it wasn't cookie
dough. Oh, yeah, no. No. It's a good summer picture.
Did she stay down south for this, near the Stanford of the Stanford of the West?
So when you go to college, Brett, I know this is new for you, but when you go to college, you don't go home. You just stay. You
said in the summer.
Yeah, in the summer you don't go home.
I never went home.
You went home.
I went home for work, but I lived with my aunt and uncle. I didn't go home.
You went home.
No.
You drove to Anderson and worked too.
That was out of 4 years. That was one half of a summer.
So you did go home,
Brett.
And he never branched.
If I wouldn't have gone,
and he never branched. Tell me never branched.
I guess if I wouldn't have gone home, he never branched.
Get out of here.
If I wouldn't have,
if someone wouldn't have helped me put my office in the middle of Little Mexico,
I said no.
Marcus did not say no.
I said no.
All you guys looked at was my financials, not the optics.
Nadine,
how much?
How much? Insisted.
Put it right next
and I
to
said, this is a bad idea. I will go to my grave saying I said it was a bad idea.
Shots fired.
Dude,
Shots fired.
The office I'm in now.
But it was like a
Nadine would have
$300
never- She would have absolutely said no.
It was like a $300 a month difference between the one that I was saying he should have and the.
Someone should have told me you get what you paid for and not let me take that office.
Dude, no, you didn't have a choice. Like, I remember.
She because of her, she wouldn't let me.
Yeah.
Hey, getting back to the whole Meryl Streep thing, Brett. you starting to pick up on this?
Well, because I was advocating hard for not going there.
She must have already been having feelings about her current pilot and been like, no,
Yeah.
save
Make
$1,200
it-
bucks.
Make it easy.
Save
I don't
$1,200
know. Make
bucks.
it easy to get out of.
I don't know if I told you not to go there because I would have wanted you to be like excited.
Yeah, pumped about it.
But I remember like arguing with her.
Now we joke. I freaking loved that office. As any college kid who does this for the first time does.
Oh man.
I loved it. I loved picking out the furniture. I loved.
Dude, it's this time of
every-
year. It's right now.
I loved
It's happening right now.
One of the coolest experiences of my life. And I was only there for 6 weeks.
Dude, John Deneen came into my office in Evansville. I launched 2 or 3 people. My first.
This is the kid that drove away and never came back and nobody believed him.
Well, he drove his motorcycle 2 hours to training 3 days in a row.
Oh, 3-day training.
Buys
Gosh.
the sample kit.
How do we get anything done?
Right? Sells, I don't know, $1,800 or $3,000. It was something. He hit 1 or 2 promotions. Right? Had 2 grand days. I put him up on the wall. He turns in his kit and never comes back after advanced training. Right? And so the next groups that came through see John Deneen's name up on the wall.
Phantom.
Never meet him. And they're convinced to this day
He
that I
doesn't
lied.
exist. That's great, dude. Oh, I remember I had one rep that hit like a promotion or 2. Jenna Henderson. I think she was Mormon, if I remember right.
Yeah, Mormons can sell Cutco.
Yeah, they do. They got
Yeah.
a network.
Good
brother.
list.
Yeah.
No Rex.
Yeah.
No Rex.
No Rex.
No Rex. They don't need to ask for Rex.
They
Don't worry
just
about
walk
that.
door to door.
Anyway, I don't even know how we got there. Oh, we're going to talk a lot about business in this episode.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
That one of the coolest experiences ever was branching and launching an office.
For sure.
So cool.
I
So
really...
cool. How many branches do you have this year?
Low, like 3.
3?
Yeah.
So like what's how many will launch this in the nation this year?
Probably like 200.
200 college kids are about to have the freaking best summer of their life, and they don't know it, and they might not even know it for 5 years.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like the gift that keeps on giving. Like,
That's a good reminder.
I
That's a
learned
good
that.
reminder.
Yeah, even my branch summer that was just moderately successful,
Yeah.
you know, and the first one that I ran.
I mean, you did $100,000. How much did you make that summer?
He did 99.
99. That's right. That's right. It was 99. 90. Stay humble. This
was
man.
99.
Hey, we got to. Hey, we got to.
it was.
He just
Because-
finished the
hold on,
mini
hold on.
marathon. We got to keep him
Okay,
humble.
yeah,
Mini marathon. Let's
Mini
give you
marathon.
Marcus his
I
flowers.
lost to an 11-year-old
The
by
first-
1 hour.
If you had to pick on this podcast the first person to do a mini, Marcus
you weren't
would,
picking
would not
Marcus.
have,
Yeah.
not have been that guy. But
Yeah.
every once in a while, he just goes through these phases where like, I'm going to do something none of you guys have done. And then he does it. And then like the next month.
Well, I will say that probably the reason that I would have said that I would be the most likely to do the mini marathon first is because I would say that I'm the most likely to just do something stupid and take on significant amounts of pain.
You did cross country, right?
Yeah.
In middle school.
Yeah. Did you ever?
It's not like he can't run.
Yeah. He's
Yeah.
I
I mean, he can't run now.
broke his
Not
knee.
today.
Lost some cartilage there.
But I think you know what's funny is I can tell already that it's like like getting a tattoo is that like
You're gonna run more?
once you've done it,
Yeah.
you're like crap.
I got to do it again. So true.
Well, like all I've been thinking about the last couple of days is the things that I would have done different during the race or training or whatever.
That's
now
good.
that I've
These
done
are
it-
healthy thoughts.
Now that I've done it once. And so it's so frustrating because I always wanted to run the mini marathon, and I got up on January 1st. I had my kids in the kitchen. We were all around the table. We're all doing goals, and I was like, you know what? Let me just look this up. And it was the 50th running.
Yeah.
Of the mini.
I wish I would have known that. That would have been cool.
It was the 50th running of the mini. And I was like, you know what? I'm doing this. And so like in front of them, I sign up.
That's great.
I do it all. And I go out and start running like the next day.
Brem, that's the next level to your dreams list that you don't do. You need to have everybody
First
pick
step.
one thing
Yeah.
and actually sign up for it right then and there.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
while they're
that's a
with
cool
you.
idea.
Well, that's what Dane does. That's part of his, like at the very end.
really like
it's
that.
like, hey, you pick one thing,
Do
you
it.
can pick an accountability partner, and you both sign up right now.
Yeah.
And then you have
The challenge is, what if it's like,
Don't pick that thing.
Okay.
You pick the
Yeah,
thing
you
you're
get
able to sign
something
up
that
for
you can do
right
now. Yeah, that makes sense.
That's interesting.
Yeah, or you call and schedule the person to come give you your quote on whatever.
I did this. So what you guys are talking about is this dreams seminar that I do because of this book I'm writing. And I did this for, when I went back to all of that, for 19 to 22-year-olds. It's just so different. It's so different. I remember when I was 19 writing down dreams and how, like, some of them I felt like were, like, just so big.
Yeah.
And now I'm like, I mean, the first 3 dreams was graduate college, get a degree, get married, and have kids, which are great dreams, by the way. But, like, the fourth one was make $10,000 in a summer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's just wild. And I will tell you, in my late 30s, almost 40 now, most of my dreams are about other people.
You're still trying to make $10,000.
I'm still trying to make $10,000 in the summer.
Yeah, some of it is, it was easier to dream bigger, and some of it now is easier to dream. Like there's levels to it, but like
make $10,000 from this podcast in a summer.
in all
Well, so this is what I was telling Marcus. Like, if we really went for it, like, I think oh, this is what I told
you. We would have
you.
to decide to go for
We
it.
did 100 episodes figuring it out, which tells me like if we went for this, we could sell out stadiums.
you guys, hey, the people that listen to the podcast tell me it's been pretty good lately.
You know what's funny
People
is
listen to
this. So I'm watching this movie.
Yeah.
And at some point, I say to Jessica, because he has all of these harebrained schemes and
Yeah.
he's doing all of these things. And I said, watching him has to be what it's like for some people to watch a conversation between me and Remington. Because it's just like, like,
You know what we should do?
you'll have these ideas and then I'll like add on and pile on to it. And I'm like, we could do this, this, and this. We just need someone to execute it for us.
Yeah, exactly. Delegate, which is a really fun part of this movie where like they start to point out. I didn't know the names ahead of time the first time I watched this, but like Fred Turner.
Yeah.
Like, so when you look up these names, they're like huge McDonald's
Actual-
execs.
Oh, yeah.
And they really did start at the fryer.
Speaking of huge McDonald's execs, I have to get this in at some point, so might as well do it now. Bob Charles, Wabash Delt.
Mm-hmm.
When you were there?
No, this guy graduated in '59
Oh my gosh.
and was one of the first
Yeah,
McDonald's franchisees.
5 years
Oh, wow.
after
in the
Ray
early
Kroc.
in the early '60s, like '65ish is when he started as a franchisee in McDonald's.
Yeah.
And because of the way they recruited these like young, hungry people, most of the innovations from McDonald's came from the franchisees.
Yeah.
Well, he invented the double drive-through.
Oh wow,
Bob Charles did.
Wow, that would have been way before I thought that.
because I would have thought that was
So-
a '90s
Yeah,
thing at their
for sure.
earliest.
So
that
no,
came
and
out.
McDonald's did it first, and he invented it.
Did they invent the
And so-
drive-through itself?
No, In-N-Out.
In-N-Out did the
In-N-Out
drive-through.
is credited with drive-through, but Bob Charles was the first one
By the way, In-N-Out's garbage.
to do. I've never had it.
It's trash.
Bob Charles was the first though to do the 2, and it dramatically increased their sales. So drive-through sales from like 70s to the 90s took McDonald's to a whole nother level.
for sure.
And he did that, and he also invented one other thing. What do you think it is?
That McDonald's.
Yeah,
the McRib.
that McDonald's innovated.
Um,
Iconic.
I can't. I mean, I was gonna say McRib.
How about to-go condiments?
Nope.
I feel it's got to be like more simple than that. If it's iconic, I mean,
Iconic. What do you think about when you think about the McDonald's?
I think of French fries.
Did
and
you
I
come
think
up with the mascot? You come up with Ronald McDonald?
Close.
Ronald.
You're close. The Happy Meal.
Oh, wow.
So this
kids-
guy paid for our brand new
What?
Delt house.
What? Yeah, for sure. Yeah, not just at Wabash, but across the country.
It was like him and one other guy that did, did the Happy Meal.
Did it have? Do you know anything about it? Did it have a toy originally?
Yeah. So the whole idea was to get the kids hooked early, and they actually talked about having like adult Happy Meals, which I think kind of became value meals or whatever.
What would
In the research I was doing last night.
It never had an adult toy in it, because.
Time out. What's funny? Because at my house,
That's Lion's Den.
Rem always makes fun because at my house, in the garage, we have these organized boxes with it says what type of things are in each box, and it's like water table toys, balls, and then one of the boxes on the top says adult toys. Marcus, what are we? We're not drinking Diet Coke, but we're drinking what?
It's
tonight?
called the Big Chief.
The Big Chief.
I felt like that was appropriate.
Yeah, that's fair.
The founder.
I thought that was appropriate.
Big
So the Big Chief, bourbon, specifically this is a rye bourbon, Amaro, which is so good with the bourbon.
We only drink rye bourbons on the cover.
No, that's not true.
I was trying to just.
You made a big deal about it last time.
Big deal about rye.
I did, but
He was trying to
Great. Okay.
vermouth,
Literal police.
vermouth, and then some orange peel.
Well, the orange is
Do you guys
popping.
like the shape of my hat? These are the kind of hats that I think I'm going to wear from now on, so be honest.
I like that hat. It's not too tall. Not a fan of tall hats.
I have to have...
I feel like those hats look taller.
Yeah, they are.
But
yeah.
you have maybe you have a long head.
I need to have... I can't have a round head. It makes my head look weird.
I just need mine to be tight around the outside. This hat is a little big.
Yeah,
I need it to
it
be
can't
tight.
be wide
Yes.
around your head. Yeah,
Yes, it's gotta be
that's
tight.
uncomfortable.
But also it needs to be the flex fit, because if it's tight and it's snapback,
You
it's
got a
like
headache?
too tight. Yeah, you're like chewing gum. And
If it's snapback, you can just make it a little less tight.
but then it's not tight.
Here it is. Here's my scene,
It's
guys.
got to be the perfect.
Look at him.
amount.
Not even a golf cart. He walks on with his
What's that?
burger.
What's
Just
that?
and by
holding
the way, cancels his membership that day. Like the way that the movie sets it up.
By the way, the very first scene, he's like monologuing into the camera. Later, he's in his underwear, and Kelsey's like, "Is this the only type of movie he does?" I'm like, "What are you
Well-
talking about?" And she's like, "Birdman. He's just in his underwear
He did
monologuing."
Spotlight, Birdman, then this one, I think.
Yeah.
All like back to back to back. It's just crushing.
So he's 65, and he's playing Ray Kroc, who's 56.
yeah.
And to me, that's just like a perfect example of how your dreams, no matter when they hit,
Yeah.
and no matter how hard you work, eventually like will pay off.
Because he slogged through Hollywood.
Totally.
Very, very good actor.
Yeah.
Slogged through, but then
And
he
he's
just
going to
had
be known.
hit,
Yes.
hit, boom, boom, boom.
Ray Kroc is going to be known for something he did in his 50s. Michael Keaton might be known for, like, depending on how old you
Some
are,
of
you
it
might
could
still know him
be
as Batman.
Your maturity in learning how to select and accept roles too.
Are you talking him as an actor?
Yeah, as an actor. Some of it could be that, or maybe his team. Maybe his team is just upgraded and
Or you're awesome.
yeah. Also fair. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, he's definitely awesome. In Birdman, you have, what's his face? Norton, who's an Oscar winner, which we don't care because Oscars suck.
Emma Stone's an
Emma
Oscar
Stone, Oscar winner.
We
So
care about
you're
Emma Stone though. She's great.
winner. She's
Yeah,
fantastic.
we care about these actors. We don't care about the Oscars.
You know, this is
we
what
care
happens
about the covers.
when Rem takes over the podcast. We are at the 36-minute mark, and we haven't done a 30-second synopsis. So,
You're welcome.
Marcus, would you like some time?
Optimistic
Oh.
entrepreneur discovers McDonald's and will not be stopped.
He
McDonald's.
was ready.
McDonald's one word.
He
Nicely
was
done.
ready. McDonald's is one word for those
Slam
for those of you in
poetry.
Iran. For those of you in Iran and Germany who are listening.
How would it be 2 words?
No, there's an apostrophe. You know. I don't know. You
What
can't
happened
wait
to
for-
gas
it's-
prices?
Possessive.
What happened to gas prices?
Well, Indiana, we had a
Dude.
moratorium for taxes for the month of April, so we were insulated.
And you know what? I didn't understand a word of what
Dude,
he
here's
just
what
said.
I'll tell you. I couldn't decide. So I had a quarter tank left today, and I had Kroger.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So I've got a 60 cent for April that was left. So I was like, do I use it right now? Do I wait? Is it going to go up, down? I just used it.
Yeah, you got to use it.
But man, it took a jump this weekend.
Well,
apparently.
it took a jump because the month of April, Braun said we're not going to do any taxes on gas. So normally a big portion of the money that we spend on each tank of gas actually goes to the state of Indiana. Well, for 1 month, they had a moratorium on those gas taxes that expired on May 1st.
Kind of
Expired.
offset the increase.
Expired.
So we all felt like it jumped up like crazy.
Got it.
But
when in reality, the rest of the
in
nation's
reality,
been
everybody else,
crushed.
because in Ohio, when I've been traveling, I'm like, whoa, they're way, way higher in Ohio than
So,
they
but
are here.
Indiana historically has been pretty low. Is it like $7 some places?
It is, but we have less taxes in general,
Yeah.
than a lot of other places. But it's still a good portion of each gallon.
I don't
of
wanna
gas.
miss-
Tesla owners are laughing right
They
now.
are. Those electric car owners are.
And we'll be laughing in the winter when they get stuck.
Yeah, not a long charge when it's cold.
Not only that, they
Not a
get
long
stuck.
charge.
There's not enough power.
Well, I told Logan drove his for the first time in the winter. I was like, "Did you get snow tires or anything for it?" He's like, "Oh, I should change the tires."
That's a really
yeah,
Logan
man.
answer.
You live in Detroit. That is a good idea. Slam poetry. Here we go. Back in a time when fast food wasn't fast yet, it's the speedy system. It's the new American church. You owe it to your country. So there's a Jew selling Catholic Bibles. The question, what year did you start it, was Ray Kroc's official alliance to the dark side. And of course, it involved impressing a woman. Ray plays chess. Dick and Mac play checkers. Ethel did her best. She did her best. If Ray's competitor was drowning, he'd walk over and put a hose right in his mouth. I mean, this dude is a savage. It turns out any name besides McDonald's was completely average.
Savage.
All right. What else made us stop and think? What other favorite scenes do we have? Did we...
Did you guys
Unreal
catch this
hidden
hidden gem
gems.
right here? They're in bed. Who are the old pictures above them?
It's not abnormal for
didn't
people
look.
to have
Their
their
parents?
parents, I think.
That is
Yeah.
so weird.
Yeah.
No wonder they don't have any kids.
Yeah.
Some families...
Get in the mood and you look up and there's Brian and Tammy staring at you.
Some families...
What freak show
Some families
in the bedroom?
do the generations before them headshots. Some families
Glamour,
do
black and whites.
engagement photos after a couple's been dating for 2 months to scare them away.
It's weird.
Both
dude.
happen.
What are we talking about?
Dude, Riley's mom literally took like engagement photos, blew them up on like a 16 by 24 canvas, hung them next to their bed. We've been dating for like a couple months.
No.
Maybe 9 months.
You were engaged.
No, we were not. No, 0%. We got engaged that following January. No, that following, January.
Yeah.
Every single thing I'm thinking about saying is inappropriate, so I'm just gonna not.
that's
good
what the
call.
podcast is for.
Maybe not.
Nope.
We're the only listeners.
Nope. Not going there. Not going there. I did say this though at the beginning when I was watching this is he gets that call for the 5 milkshake dispenser things.
Yeah.
Right.
6.
Well, and then I thought it was 5 initially, and then he says,
6
"You're
and then
right.
8.
We need
6
more."
and then
Right.
8. 6 and
6
6 then 8. Okay. My note was this call reminds me of Irene Miller.
Dude, yeah. One sale can change everything,
One
dude.
sale changes everything.
Everything.
Would she have even called me back to run the pilot had I not made that sale?
One sale can change everything.
For those of you who haven't listened to old episodes, Marcus had a client that was not a client. In fact, she called the office. Marcus, did she buy something? Oh, she bought like a trimmer.
No, she bought an Ultimate from me,
Okay.
and I
Let me
had
tell a
already
story from my
sharpened-
perspective.
I had already
Hold on.
sharpened all of her kids' Ultimates that she bought.
No, you know
and
what's
they all
funny?
were
So
my customers.
Marcus had a $2,000 sale for this customer. It was the biggest thing you could buy Most people weren't selling more than that. But Irene comes from an Amish family who has lots of kids and grandkids that also need Ultimates.
If you've heard of Newmar,
owners of Newmar RVs.
yeah,
Dude, okay, keep going.
Long and short of it is he spends a lot of time explaining this deal where essentially if you buy 3 of these, basically a $6,000 order, you can get one for free. And he writes it up. So this is one summer. She doesn't buy it. I don't need this right now. Thanks. I'll call you. Next summer, doesn't have Marcus's number. Calls in the Warsaw office, me in Little Mexico. I haven't sold but $1,000 in the entire office so far.
This is Marcus's fault for not marketing well.
Yeah, everyone knows.
Zero emails.
Everyone knows this is Marcus's
No
fault.
follow-up. Yep.
Full disclosure,
I sold so
I
much
lost the
Cutco
client
that summer.
too.
I don't care.
I lost the client too later, but we won't talk about that. And she just basically goes, "Hey, if I buy 3 of the biggest set you have, can I get one for free?" I said, I didn't even know. I go, can I call you right back? I'm calling everybody that I can think of. And here's the best part. Here's the best part when I call Marcus to tell him how excited I am. I can still hear his voice. I hear his voice. So I probably called Brett. I'm like, dude, it's 6,000. Everyone's congratulating me because this is a week of sales and I'm in like the top 10 or something like that with basically my own order.
Yep.
So everyone's calling me. I'm calling them. I'm jacked. I'm making a little bit of money to start the summer off and pay for some whatever. I call Marcus and I go, dude, you're never going to believe it. This lady asks if she can get one for free if she buys 3 Ultimates. And his voice completely changed. And he goes, what was her name?
And then I go, was it Irene Miller?
Yes. Oh,
So,
too good.
And he's like, how do you know that?
Yeah.
I'm like, because it's my customer.
A little bit bigger scale.
Uh,
Business gifts.
yeah.
I believe Rulin has done business gifts for Newmar.
Oh, yeah.
One of my branches 2 years ago had a $35,000 order.
Because
And it was to the former CFO of there, happened to technically be one of Rulin's customers.
Yeah.
After.
Oh, wow.
After
he died.
Yeah. So it was just this big, like,
he lost the client.
he didn't, but it was like this, don't talk about it. Like, it was just this big, like, what do
wow.
we do? $35,000 order. This kid was making 50% commission at the time that he had the order.
Oh, wow. So he was actually good.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Brandon Goebel. I mean, he sold probably 70 that summer himself.
Yeah. What do you
but-
do? What do you do with the legacy?
What do you do? Yeah. What do you do? So
I mean, unless it was written to the trust, I don't know what you do.
I will never forget. I had the daughter of the people who owned Bunny Bread.
Oh,
That was my rep. No, it wasn't Brooke. Her name was Christina Lewis. Lewis Bakeries.
Oh, guys, it's happening.
He's gonna go pee. Lewis Bakeries, and I will never forget. She was like, "Hey, my parents want to know if we can buy." And I can't remember how many thousand spatula spreaders it was.
Yeah.
but it had the
Stupid
bunny brand,
Yeah.
Bunny Bread logo on it.
Yeah.
And she. I hope they heard that. I hope they heard that. But I'll just never forget when she called me and she asked that, and I was like, yes.
Yeah.
And it was a $25,000 CPO order.
And she made it?
Yeah.
Oh, sweet.
Well, I mean, I did the order, but
Yeah.
she got it.
This is Evansville?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then 2 years later, I'm still a DM there. You know.
They call back?
And she calls me and she's like, "Hey, remember when we did that? Can we do that again?" And I was like, "Absolutely." Let me
Yes.
find your rep number.
Actually, I have it on auto renewal every year now.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's great. Yeah, man. Like, I don't know what you do with those sales. I will say that, like, as a company grows, those are like conversations. Those are great conversations to have, but they are like interesting. Like, how do you take care of everybody involved?
Yeah.
Because you're trying to take care of newer reps who, like, this could like handling this wrong could just ruin their entire future with the company.
Totally.
But you're also trying to, like, reward people who've worked really hard to
Yeah.
get to where they're at,
Right.
regardless of the product and regardless of the company. But
Yeah.
yeah, this obviously this movie brought up a bunch of thoughts of every business that I've ever started and created.
Totally.
Like, so, I mean, for instance, like the staying up late at night, like not being able to sleep, just cannot turn off your entrepreneur brain. And then, like, still, when you're in that zone, you're tired the next day, but you're ready. Like, you've been, like, waiting for the day to start.
Yeah, 100%. When one scene I didn't remember, but I just was drawn to this time when I was watching it, was when he's when he's down in the dirt. I love the tennis court one.
Yeah.
But no, when he's down in the dirt and he's holding it and they're about to break ground and he's like, just be right this one time.
Yeah.
Was that you holding your dad's credit card
this one
Frank
time.
Summer?
Yes.
Just be right.
That
this
is
one time.
for sure how I felt.
Is that when he buys his own franchise and displays?
I'm just putting
they're breaking ground.
They're breaking ground, and
he have to mortgage his house.
Yes.
Mortgage his house.
And his wife doesn't know.
Yeah.
He's like, just
Which
be right
shout
this
out
one time.
Ethel. She did her best. She actually started supporting him.
Yeah.
She like
Totally.
looked him up at dinner.
Mm-hmm.
She's the reason all these initial investors rough. So for those of you that didn't know,
Ethel.
for those of you that didn't know, I was scared to death I was gonna pass a kidney stone or something today. I just peed pain free.
Yeah,
And
good for you, bud.
Praise the Lord.
Yeah.
I
I would have said that we prayed for you, but we forgot.
That's okay.
Did you pray for you?
That's right. I did it
Oh,
going
there
in
you
there.
go. You're good.
So here's a question that came up for me today, or while I was watching this. When he sits down to eat his first hamburger, and it's like he literally doesn't know
This
what
is
to
the
do with
best
the
hamburger
counter.
I've ever heard.
Well, he's like, so where do I go?
Yeah.
And the guy's like, well, you can eat it
You can
anywhere.
go eat it.
You go in your car and whatever.
Yeah.
There's a first time for everything.
Yeah.
What that is completely normal now, but it wasn't normal then, and it just got me thinking, like, what are the things that I just take for granted that
You know
are
what
normal now?
You know what I'll never forget is when I had never been on Twitter and I was on Facebook. I had been on MySpace a little bit, and then Facebook was the first time I took social media seriously.
Yeah.
You had been on Twitter and you started linking and posting with @ symbols and hashtags. And I thought I did not understand a word you were saying. It was so weird. And it like weeks go by before I finally just asked you what it was. And it was Twitter the whole time. But like think about how normal that is, hashtagging and tagging people and stuff.
So
I could tell you mine. I hated texting when I was in college.
Really?
Hated it. I would make fun of people for how much they texted. And I would say, I remember I would be like, wouldn't it be really nice if we could just shorten up these conversations by having some sort of device that we could just pick up and
make fun
talk
of
to
them,
them, that kind of a thing. Isn't it so much easier than having to text?
Now, is this before you discovered texting with Jessica, though?
We didn't text a lot.
Oh, really?
We called each other all the time.
Yeah.
We didn't text very much. But now, dude, like, it's unbelievable how much communication happens.
For sure.
Via
It's
text.
thousands of texts.
Well, I remember the first time I got a phone when I was 16, and I remember my uncle. I step in the kitchen after practice or something, and he goes, "Hey, man, you got the cell phone bill," and it gives you like the exact number of text messages, and it's like over 1,000 text messages. And I remember in that moment, I was just like, well, when you have a conversation with somebody on the phone, you talk back and forth like 100 times in 3 minutes. It's not that many when you think about it. And I remember I was like, I bought myself a day. He's at least like, I guess you're right.
Kind
But
of makes sense. Don't do
Do
it
you
again.
remember that? We had to wait till certain times of the day.
it's
to
7
call
o'clock
people,
Verizon, dude. 7
and-
o'clock.
And
Wait,
the texting
yeah, why?
you had to pay
Unlimited
for.
minutes. Unlimited minutes
After
after 7.
You
or
didn't
after,
have unlimited minutes
Yeah,
until
why? Why was that?
Singular Wireless had like.
Were they
after
trying to figure
the
out how to
evenings.
get more people off?
I'm
the-
guessing the infrastructure just
Oh,
couldn't
probably.
support it or
Probably.
something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh my
that's a good
gosh, I
point.
totally
like for
forgot
businesses
about
and
that.
things.
I mean, I remember that you could pay pay for minutes and stuff like that on Nokia phones and stuff like that. And then getting you felt like a rich kid when you got like unlimited. I still feel like that's one of the rich things that I do is just get unlimited. When in reality, like
Mr. Unlimited.
But guys, I have run out of iCloud storage. They're trying to charge me $29 a month
Yeah, Jessica keeps doing that
for
too.
2 terabytes.
Yeah.
That's how much is that? $350, $360? A year just to have my photos?
Yeah, but they're of your kids.
Bro. And then the next level is $59.
Yeah.
Where does it end?
Yeah. Yeah.
The other option is I just put them on a hard drive, which I think I'm going to.
you
But I
keep-
like to be able to look on my phone.
Jessica and I figured something out. I'll have to.
Yeah. Well, we need to share it with our people from
Yeah.
their listeners in Germany.
External
I don't
hard drive
remember
is a
what we
move,
figured out.
for sure. Yeah.
I have some in there, but I mean that's wild. You do that?
No, but for like all my movie
I'm
files,
at
I have them.
27,000 photos. So like
Part of it is too, men, I've realized we don't delete anything.
women do.
Women, like Riley at the end of every day.
I certainly hope so
will go
because they're
through and delete.
taking way more
That's
photos.
true. That's very, very true. But yeah, she'll daily go through, I believe, and delete all the
I don't even swipe my screens off.
Oh, you got the 1,000 apps open at all time?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't do that.
I definitely close those because
Close
it's a
apps.
battery
But it's
situation.
because in my head I'm thinking it's wasting battery. Maybe it's not. But
Oh, it is.
is it?
Oh yeah.
Maybe I just don't use my phone enough.
There you go, Marcus. That's the answer.
I didn't notice this the first time I watched the movie. When he realizes it's a Jew selling Catholic Bibles,
Yeah.
he realizes I got my man.
'Cause
I've got my
he will
guy willing
compromise
to
his
do
own.
and say anything he needs
Yeah.
to do. He goes, I got my man. Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely pick that guy first for many different
Yeah.
reasons.
I brought up-
Hustler doesn't have a ton of money, will work hard himself, will
What about
compromise
bef-
on his values.
What about before that? Did it make you uncomfortable when he was pitching it to the McDonald's guys, the franchising stuff, and he talked about it as being like the new American church?
I didn't hear him say the word church. I heard him say
he said-
family.
Well, because
Oh,
he
no,
talked about
he-
family. He goes driving through all these little towns, and you got did he say chapel?
Yeah.
You got the chapel, and you got the American flag. You got a chapel. You got an American flag. You got a chapel, and then you got those golden arches now.
Mm-hmm.
The new American church. You
Yeah.
need to do this for your country.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm not okay with that. But I mean,
No, I mean, I just asked if it made you feel uncomfortable.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
It's true though, because you're taking one of these things that's a sin, something that now I will say, like, it's not like gluttony is a sin. Enjoying food is not a sin. God gives you this food.
And the food they were making back then
he
was
wants you
not
to
the
come
McDonald's
together around that
of
food
today. Yeah.
and
No, but I mean,
But-
they compromised on their food values and quality. Like having healthy food was never a core value of theirs from the very start when they decided to start saving money on ice cream by just having fake ice cream.
That's true.
Like you can tell instantly that they're going to compromise on the health of the American citizens.
You know what's funny though is when Ray has his own in Des Plaines, Illinois, he cares about it.
Yeah.
Like he really, really, really cares about it. I think he always
He
cares
about all the ones in Chicago.
Yeah, he really, really cares about it. But at some point, yes, he cares about it, but also he flips. I think what I wrote down was when he gets asked by homegirl that he ends up marrying, what year did you start it?
Yep.
That's when I feel like he really fully moved to like, all right, I got to get rid of these guys.
Juggernaut. Yeah.
But to your guys' point, it never becomes anywhere close to what it was. He saw the potential immediately. He knew immediately what it was.
Yeah, he probably justifies in his mind like I started the franchise because that's what he does. He changes the name. He changes it to a franchise. People are confused. Like this is the franchise. It's not the original. I mean, you can kind of see it with Pizza King.
He calls the
Pizza King has the same issue. Like now you can kind of see why he took it so seriously. I argued that he should have just let them have their own store. Like let it be called that. It's one store. Why does it matter?
Yeah.
But then you look and see what's going on with Pizza King and you're like, hey, I mean, there's some garbage pizza out there that's putting their Pizza King name on it.
How about the monologue at the end where Dick is like, why?
You could have just copied us.
Yeah, you could have just copied us. Why didn't you?
That is the other scene that I never
And
forgot
man,
because I just don't get it.
Well, no,
I don't get it either.
Well, here's my point. I don't know that it's true,
I would have just copied him.
but no, he literally says he tells him like the
I think he
name-
needed them.
He says the name is everything. It's the name. It's American. Whatever. And then what is the next scene? Them having to remove the
Their
name
name.
from
Yeah,
the.
totally.
That's the point.
Very artful.
of it. Yeah, Gary Vee has a reel about coming up with the name of stuff, and he's like, McDonald's is only McDonald's because it's McDonald's. It's not like it started with that name. Do you think that was a real argument Ray Kroc made?
I think he was sold. I don't think they would have put it in there if they had no truth to it. I could be wrong, but I think there was like this American dream that embodied a certain name and a certain guy. I think when he met the two, they embody McDonald's, and I honestly believe he needed them to get to where he was too.
Because of the way that they slowed him down and made him focus on the details.
I mean, you could argue that. I don't disagree with that. You could argue like the art and there's an art and a science. He was obsessed with the science. They brought the art. I mean, the whole scene, one of the most memorable scenes is the tennis courts.
Yeah.
So the two brothers, like, they spend 6 hours, which is a true story, with their own employees, shut down the business, and just kept drawing chalk on a tennis court to figure out the best and most efficient way to have Speedy. Which is funny because this is one, they weren't trying to franchise. They're trying to have one Speedy restaurant in the middle of this California city where they're competing with other restaurants. Like, it's pretty crazy if you think about it. But I think he needed them. I think he needed two people who understood the restaurant business better than he did. This particular brand, he didn't have a following. So they already have a following. So now he has something to point to when he starts the first one. Like, these guys are doing it. Here's pictures. You can go visit it. And then you can take off with a vision.
How real did you look up any history on? So once they reopen with the Speedy system, with the walk up, they experienced 2 days of like the re-grand opening was horrendous. With
it was terrible. No one showed up. They also there was so the montage scene of them,
the flies.
That's a true story.
No way.
Yeah, that's a true story. So essentially, they throw a big, massive party grand opening, which was a big hit, but because it went into the night, not only the lights being on, but also like all of the food wrappers and sodas and stuff attracted all those flies. I have a note on that, by the way. It wasn't.
There's no way this milkshake tastes good.
The on-screen, well, this is what astronauts use.
Yeah.
The on-screen flies that were attracted to the smell at McDonald's were actually Cocoa Krispies. They were poured in front of a powerful fan in order to make it look like a swarm of flies.
Nice.
Yeah. So, anyway.
That's so cool.
But that scene, I totally resonate with that. Like, just trying all these different things to get people to show up.
Yeah.
And then one kid shows up. He doesn't even charge them for the burgers. And then another one. And then another one. And here's the quote. This is one of my favorite quotes in the movie. We were an overnight sensation 3 years in the making.
Yep.
That is so true about every quote-unquote overnight
one
sensation.
More year.
You're looking at, if you think you're an overnight sensation, it's not true.
It is.
Who
It's
you
never
were
true.
and everything that came before you is what makes whatever that sensation a sensation.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it was a very romantic 10 minutes for me to watch that montage.
There's so much about this movie that's just, I feel like they nail the entrepreneurial journey so well in this movie that it's just hard.
And
it's just hard not to be romantic.
you know what else they nail? They portray Rem. The hospital blank check scene
Oh, yeah?
reminded me of Rem making a trade with someone while they were at a funeral.
Mm.
It was very similar. It was.
Let's be as fantasy football.
Here's
trade.
the deal.
Hold on.
The quote is, if my competitor were drowning, I'd walk over and put a hose right in his mouth. I feel like that embodies how Rem has tried to win the championship, and it didn't work.
Keyword tried.
It didn't
First
work.
of all, that was a great trade for him too.
only
No one talks about that.
The only sad part of the story is Rem's name is finally on the trophy. When do
Not yet.
Hey, running 13.1 miles would totally be a good sacco, by the way.
I did earn it. I would love to. Dude, this Achilles thing has got me freaked out.
Yeah.
Still not going away?
For 2 weeks, I have not done anything more than walk.
Yeah.
On my, and it is, I think.
I was
think you're scared.
100% in that spot this fall.
So how long did you take off? And what's funny is, like, everyone I talk to, like, 1 in 3 people says I had the same thing. Francis, same thing.
I mean, I really did almost nothing
For how long?
2 months.
Have you done heat or ice or
It doesn't matter.
I was really concerned.
It's not pain.
Yeah.
There's literally tears. Like, it just has to heal.
Wow.
just get your arms working out. Just your
No,
chest.
I'm actually stronger than I've ever been on the upper.
Great.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I don't
Did
make
he?
excuses.
So the near the beginning of the movie when he's struggling as a salesman, it plays the Positivity album. He's listening to that, and then his speech. And I'm assuming it's like with President Reagan, I think, at the time.
Yeah.
It's literally the Positivity speech. Do you have that fact checked or no?
Oh, it is real. If that's what you're asking.
Meaning, but did he literally copy from a CD his speech?
Reagan's speech?
So Kroc's speech at the end of the movie is the same words from the CD he listened to in the beginning.
Yeah.
It just...
I don't know the source.
Got it.
No.
Yeah.
I think that it was so I'm guessing that they couldn't get the Norman Vincent Peale Power of Positive Thinking because it was a ripoff of that.
Yep.
Yeah.
But Norman
You're
Vincent
thinking that's
Peale
what it was
was
as, actually.
super popular at the time.
Right.
Power of
Which
Positive
again,
Thinking.
to the point of our seductive poison episode, most good ideas. There's no new ideas. First of all, I think we all agree with that. There's no new ideas. Most good or great ideas are people taking credit for things that are already in Scripture, and they're just taking out God.
Yeah.
They're taking out Jesus. And I think like The Secret, Power of Positivity, it's all in Scripture. It's all in the Bible. We're making it harder on ourselves by trying to take credit for it. I hate it when speakers do that.
Yeah, the spiritual realm is real.
Yeah.
You're tapping into that without understanding what
And you're
you're
trying to
tapping
deny
into.
that side of it too, by the
Yeah,
way.
yeah.
You're like, oh, I'm just attracted.
Which literally means it's evil.
Yeah.
I mean-
vis-a-vis.
Yeah.
Ray Kroc.
Couple fun facts about the movie. The company Kroc worked for prior, Prince Castle, still exists and supplies McDonald's with many of their different pieces of equipment.
So he was a
Wow.
distributor. He was a supply. He was a
Yeah, I mean, I think you
territory
buy,
manager.
Yeah.
You get like a territory. He's
And
probably
you buy
1099.
But with a lot of those things, you buy consignment. So like if you sell it, like you buy.
Yeah.
That was one of my fun
reminds
facts.
you of like Pursuit of Happiness. Where he's got the.
He's got the
Yes.
one.
Yep.
And that was a hidden gem for me. He's got this massive ice cream milkshake thing. I was like, going from regular Cutco sales to the realtor program, one of the best perks was how big my sample kit was and how little it became.
Oh, right.
Because by the end of selling in houses and at fairs and
have
stuff, I have a
everything.
massive.
Yeah.
I have
And
every
you
knife.
believed you needed all of it.
I sold more because I had all of it.
Yeah?
Yeah, definitely. You show someone every single knife, they use it, they have to buy it. But with the realtor program, I had like 4 or 5 different sets in this little suitcase. It was amazing. So when he's like fumbling around trying to put it in his,
I've made important life decisions before based on something like that.
what do you mean?
Just convenience.
Yeah.
Just why are you choosing to be a realtor
Compactness.
rep now? I just hate carrying around a sample kit. I switched majors in college because I didn't want to change clothes after school to go to the office.
Yeah, I believe it.
I was an art major, so I would be like in a suit, have to roll up my sleeves to like draw at 2D art
I get
class,
that.
and then go to the office. I'm like, no, I'm going to switch to be a business major. Then I don't have to change all day.
I think it was deeper than that, but you're probably
No, dude, it was. I promise you.
Actually,
it was
you didn't
not.
graduate, so probably not.
Yeah, it was. That was 100% it. Yeah,
I've made decisions like that though.
yeah,
Yeah.
They work out.
When to work out. Specifically with working out. That's a big deal. That's one of the big reasons I don't work out in the morning. That and my Achilles are broken. Mm-hmm. But
Is-
like working out when you have to shower after, drive home, do you go there? Like it's a convenience.
Well, that also it creates tension with another area of your life, which is you're just not a waker upper earlier.
I can get up early.
But you don't like to. It's not your
I like to have
You
sex
will.
in the morning. That's the big thing.
okay at like 7:30,
I don't
8.
care what time it could be 5 in the morning.
And dude, you got to build a home gym.
That's what I tell.
You
that's
gotta
what
build a home
That's what
gym,
I tell
dude.
Jessica. I'm like, hey, green light, like whenever, anytime. Could be 2
Your
a.m.
wife doesn't already
don't care.
know there's always a green light.
What's funny?
I'm just making the point.
What's funny is like
I
She
don't
does
always
not-
have a green light. She always has a green light.
She does not wake me up,
God
but like
bless you.
sometimes she'll like try to nuzzle up without waking me up because she knows if she wakes me up, I get handsy.
I just asked for a kiss. You knew what you were
You
doing.
knew what you're doing, yeah.
Don't pick up a snake and get bit. And
Yeah,
blame the
exactly.
snake.
That's right. That's right. That's right. I see what you did there. Pick up the snake. That's where that comes
You know
from.
what? You know what? You know what? Don't calm down.
Don't calm down. Stop. You know what this does to me.
What happened?
Next
I
time.
don't think we told that
Next
story
time.
on the podcast.
Oh,
I think
that's
we
right.
said it beforehand.
Next time your wife is getting a little rambunctious, getting a little rowdy, being mean to you, just say, stop. You know what this does to me.
Calm down.
Hey, more quotes, more hidden gems. We got any more? We got any more things?
Good. Swell. A lot of interest. He just kept saying that at the beginning. And
A lot of interest.
I just feel so. I mean, you just feel that when he's on the phone having a bad day, but trying to be positive. Every sales rep ever has been there.
Is he actually being serious with him? Is he lying to himself, or does he like really believe it though? Because I always believed it.
He's talking to his wife.
Are they
Each
two
time.
different things?
I don't know. What I'm saying is he's a smart guy. He knows he's BSing,
But he's staying positive.
but he's staying positive.
I
I'm
think
saying
that's
I
possible.
actually believed it. Like I believe this. What I'm saying.
Yeah.
I think some people are like saying it so they hope they feel that way.
I don't know. I think he knows it's not true, but he believes it. How's that?
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Like he knows it's not true, but he believes it.
He definitely talks too much in his pitch. He needs to
His-
ask more questions.
His chicken or the egg.
It's a pretty bad pitch.
The last pitch he does with the chicken or egg, where he's like, it's like the butt crack of dawn, and the guy just shuts him out before he even gets in, and he's like fading off in his speech because he's like.
It reminded me. I had an 0 for 9 day once.
Oh,
Yeah, 0 for 9. By appointment 6, I was just sharpening the knives.
9.
I wasn't even
9.
Oh,
I
man.
wasn't
That's a
even
bad
I
bet.
wasn't even dude at that like somebody no show,
How
right?
does that work?
Dude.
How do you do 9?
Literally it was a winter break push.
Oh.
It was after I branched.
So
and it was like
dark
I'm
when
gonna
you started.
I was
dark
doing
when
it.
You finished.
I was doing it in Indy. So I was all service calls and I just was like I'm just going to book I booked
Every
up
hour.
so many appointments. Yeah, and by the 6th or 7th I was just like not even trying. I remember they might have been interested and I was like, "So you're good? Okay, we're good. Talk to you later."
I've had appointments like that,
Oh man. Oh, it was
but not
bad.
9 in a row.
It was bad. Yeah, it was bad.
When's the
9 in a
last
row.
time? How old were you in the last time you actually went out and sold knives in someone's house? 20.
20 probably, yeah.
So, do you remember any of those appointments?
Oh yeah.
Oh, really?
Specifically, the only appointment I remember, I talk about it frequently. A lady wanted a cheese knife, traditional cheese knife,
Yeah.
and I said, "Hey, I can get you a discount." And without telling her, I sold her the soft grip cheese knife, which did she even know? Did she know? Whatever. But my point to my team is like I think about. It's the only appointment I think about.
You still think about it?
And our fourth.
Oh, wow.
Our fourth strategic anchor is do the right thing.
Oh,
And it's
wow.
all built off that. But it's that's the one I remember what she looks
I
like.
thought that was just an OCD thing.
That one, and then I also remember an appointment. This lady, I'm closing, and she just looks scared to death. And I'm like, "Are you okay?" And she's like, "I'm just really shook up right now because I was mugged last night, and you look." Where were you last night?
No way.
I'm not joking at all.
No way.
I'm shaking. I'm shaking. Dude,
way.
I'm shaking. I get out my ID to show her my name,
What?
where I'm from, and she's like, "Okay, I'm sorry. I'm like, I should leave, right?" She's like, "I think that's best." And I'm just now thinking
Have you
back.
ever heard that story?
Now here's the
No.
deal. I don't know that I've told that story. Here's the deal. Thinking back 18 years later, do you think she just got freaked out about the price?
I don't know, man.
Did I get smoke screen?
Maybe.
She
I mean,
was
you're
on-
selling. I've always made the joke, like, you know, people say, did you sell those door to door? I was like, no, that'd be kind of weird taking weapons door to door. So it's possible that, like, the proximity of knives,
Dude, maybe
like,
she
made
was
her
on the
freaked
verge
out.
of tears. Like the tears were coming.
Yeah, that's
Dude.
not a price thing.
Oh,
Dude.
dude, it was a weird situation.
I have been in appointments though where, like, they don't know how to say no, and they
Yeah.
literally buy because they don't know how to say no.
I have
That's
to.
every one of Jim's appointments. those are Jim's favorites.
I'll even give you the
This guy
gym
is
special.
definitely not leaving unless I buy
man.
something.
That's great.
Marcus, you had a thought. Well, you had something.
Oh, I was just gonna say, I remember it was either right after I left Cutco and was trying to bridge the gap between when I started in the next job, or right when I got fired from that next job and I went back to Cutco for like a couple of months before I started. That was what it was. I got fired and I got some service
You were
calls.
pink slipping?
I think from you.
Oh, yeah.
And then
Gosh, that'd
and
be
then
so fun.
I also called just people I knew, like made my own list and called people I knew. Never in my Cutco life had I sold as much and sold as much on so few appointments, or even like set so many appointments
Because you had to?
because I had 2 kids,
Yeah.
and I had a family and I had bills,
Yeah.
and I was like,
you were like, I kind of get what these CSPs are.
So let me ask you something. Let me ask you something though. Did you find that you sold more on those appointments, or did you just work harder so that you had the numbers to sell a lot?
it
by
was
the
a
end
little
the
bit of
week?
both. I was also
Yeah.
better at the job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
More conviction, older.
Yeah.
You actually you are
I
a
was
client now.
Yeah. So I was better at the job, but I think that was with 24, 25, 26 or something at that time.
It's pretty crazy when you become your own client. What happens?
Oh, I was telling this to Brett. I was
Mindset
like,
shift. Yeah.
I was telling this to Brett. I was like, I used to go through training and I would tell these college kids, like, think about how much they spend on mattresses, or think about how much they spend on appliances or whatever. But I didn't really believe it.
Right.
And then, like, I'm buying this house.
Well,
and
no.
We're
You-
just buying
You didn't.
all
It
this
wasn't that you
stuff.
didn't believe it.
You
It was-
believed it. You weren't convicted.
Yeah.
You went from belief to conviction.
Because you knew the
trusted.
stories. You're
You
like,
tr-
only people in Carmel, but somebody does this, and then
yeah. I was like,
Somebody's
I was
like
like,
this.
I know people do this.
It goes from you. I believe this. I'm selling you on it. To I'm convicted. You are not going to argue me. Like
Yeah.
you're
Yeah.
an idiot. Shut up.
my fridge
This
broke
is-
down. I had to spend $2,000.
Yeah. Well,
It just
and
happens.
by the way, it was fine.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Like it matters, but like I can spend it if I want to.
Right.
And like when you're at that point now, and I texted Brett one morning. I texted him a picture of all the Cutco that I used that morning, just making lunches
Yeah.
for my kids, and
Oh,
it
that's
was
great.
what
It was like 9 pieces.
It
I
was-
empty my block most weekends.
I use my Cutco all the time.
Yeah.
Every day, multiple times
I
a
get
day.
it sharpened.
Dude, speaking
I
of
just thought it was
sponsors,
a joke.
what are we doing?
That's true.
What are we doing?
I'll take a Cutco
What
gift
are
card
you
any day.
doing, Brett?
I have to put a cheese
Doing?
knife on a 5-pay these days.
You can't.
Dude,
put
I
a
would take
cheese
some
knife on
Cutco.
five.
I would take
Actually,
some Cutco.
actually, check
I
this
think
out.
you can do 12 pays.
No,
now.
dude, you can do 24 pay. You can do PayPal. They take all the risk.
That's brilliant. I
It's
might just buy
amazing.
something now.
Yeah. Well, by the way,
That's so cheap.
Yeah, it might get taken away because of this. They assume all the risk. You can do a 6-pay, 0 credit check, 0 interest, or a 24-pay with credit check and interest.
These kids should sell.
I know.
Are you kidding me?
24-pay?
Do you know how much money I would have made if
That's
that was
how they're
around?
doing it at the shows. I bet that's the big thing at the
That's
shows.
brilliant.
I think it's a newer thing. But yeah, 24 pay if you log into PayPal.
I should buy my
pay.
boat on PayPal.
$100 a month.
Is there interest on PayPal?
$100 a month
over
might get me
6 months. No,
Over 6 months is like what?
I don't know. Credit check and interest on.
dude, $100 a month might get me like a galley at this point, right?
No.
For 24
That was
months.
back when we
24
sold.
for
No,
24
24
months.
months.
A galley is.
Couple pieces.
I think my first training of summer is this week. I think a galley is $1,000, right there ish.
So we started this episode talking about like
That
the
was the
change,
first thing I
the
sold.
change of money. $1 million is the payout that they both got. Ultimately, it's worth in 2016, mind you, it was worth $8.6 million, which for anyone listening to this is game-changing money. $8.6 million. $1 million, by the way, is not. $1 million is not game-changing money. 8.6 is game-changing money. Really, in this day and age, I would say, and this is not.
It depends what you do with the money.
I was going to say 8.6 is enough that if you do the right things with it, you could be good to go. You could be set.
Sure, but I guess what I'm saying is like there is a certain number where like there's nothing you can do where you just be set. Like what I'm saying is like at one point in time, $1 million, it'd be very hard for you not to be set. In today's money, like you got to do everything right, and you're still not set. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Anyway, so to bring it back to the whole Cutco thing, Cutco, the main set is called a homemaker. It was, I believe, $867 when I started, 900 something.
The homemaker.
Yes.
The
Plus
homemaker.
eight, plus
Homemaker plus 8 when Brett and I started.
992.
The homemaker plus 8 when Brett and I started was it $7.99?
I was going to say $8.99.
It was either.
It was not in the 700s because it was a year before me.
It was $8.99 then.
Yeah.
So $8.99. What is that same set today? $17.15, and that's 20 years.
Yep.
Dude, I love that though, because what we told people was so true. You know, I told them, I was like, you'll use this every single day, and it will increase in value over time, because those people that bought the homemaker plus 8 from me for $900.
Oh,
Yeah.
you
20 years ago.
Yeah.
They could send it in right now.
Yep.
And get a brand new set,
Which doesn't
worth
exist.
$17.15.
I think there's like Craftsman Tools does that. Is there like one other American brand that does that? Snap-on does it?
Tools,
Yeah, there's some stuff that you can do that, but like, how often do you use your tools? You know, unless
Right.
you're.
I mean, if you're talking to me, every day.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I was just using
Hey,
a
Marcus
hammer.
Marcus is fresh off putting together 6 beds.
Did you do it by
Oh,
yourself?
dude.
I told you to get Nate. He likes doing that
First of all,
stuff.
I had Scott Hudson over, and Sarah was like, oh, he loves putting stuff together. You should just ask him. And I said, hey Scott, apparently you love putting stuff together. He's like, I also love getting paid. And I go, how about $50 an hour? And he goes, okay.
Yeah.
And then we tried to figure out if he could get it done before I needed it done, and that was the problem.
So you helped him.
I did it.
Did you pay yourself?
Yeah, obviously.
Nice.
Yeah, made me feel better
You're
to have
worth
that money in my pocket.
You're worth it. You go, girl. Yes, queen.
Girl power. I said to Reed, I go, hey, he's playing Minecraft, he's playing video games. I was like, hey man, if you can finish these 4 for the patio furniture, I was like, you finish these 4, I'll pay you $100. And he stands up, like straight up, like, oh, $100. And he comes over, he kind of gets a feel for what all is over there, and he just goes, nah, it's okay.
Okay.
Dude, $100.
Is that the project, or is that a privileged kid?
No,
that's what I want to know. What are you buying him for his birthday?
That's a kid who just moved into Carroll.
And I told him,
Yes,
That's a
right.
kid
Guys,
fresh into Carmel.
I've lived here 5 years now, and I still have a stigma in people wearing Carmel stuff. I'd be like, oh, he's one of those. And I live here, and I own those things.
So
But when I see this kid taking this freaking roundabout at 100 miles an hour and he's wearing a Carmel t-shirt, I get so judgmental.
So yeah, I'm bad. I'm pretty bad about that in general. It's one of my.
It's just Carmel.
blind
I don't
spots.
feel that way for Fisher, Zionsville. There's places. Zionsville's probably richer per capita, and he's just not that stigma.
It's old.
different.
It's old money though. Zionsville's old money.
So is Carmel.
Well, but there's also like driving. So where the school is
It's
right
the
now.
kids. It's not rich people, which is also an issue. It's the rich kids. These like they are. It is a thing.
For
though.
some reason, I'm empathetic with the kids. There are some older humans walking down Main Street when I take my kids to and from school, because that's literally what their school is on right now, is Main Street. Yeah. So we drive through where all the statues.
When you say
and all that
older,
stuff is.
what do you mean?
Empty nesters.
you know, like 45.
That's where it gets
50s preppy people. You don't like those people?
60s.
If they're pretentious.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's where you'll find them. I'll tell you that much right now. Walking into Thai Prime on a Sunday at 5, people with spray tans. No, it's not even a spray tan. Like they just got back from their house in Florida. And
I'll tell you a place I don't run into people like that. Indie Coffee Roasters. I don't know
in
why.
Carmel?
Yeah. I love Indie Coffee Roasters right there on Main.
No,
it's on Main. Right before Carmel High School.
The problem with that place is the parking.
Oh, yeah. You got to park on the street.
Parking there is so bad.
I never have it. I park on the street and I'm good. I love that place.
When are you there?
Where's the school now?
Usually 1 or 2 days
on
a week.
Main? So
On
past
Main,
Carmel?
Past the last roundabout of what you'd call the Arts District downtown is right there. Yeah.
Oh.
Carmel Friends Church.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. How long are you
That's
guys
where
there
the
for?
school
Another
was
year?
before.
We'll just keep going here.
Oh.
He's a he's a pain in the ass is what he is.
Guys. I wrote down, I don't know what the actual stat is, but what I wrote is every day. It's just wild to read it on paper. Every day, it feeds 100% of the world's population. I was like shocked. I was like, no way.
That is a wild stat.
I think it's 1%. I think the stat is if every single day it feeds 1%.
Which literally means 1 in 100 people in the entire world. If the whole world was 100 people.
By the way, I think it's like 2 or 3 people in the world starve every day. So like,
wow.
You know what I mean? Like, here's the thing about McDonald's, and I really believe In-N-Out Burger is trash. I like McDonald's.
Me too.
It doesn't make me feel good, and they definitely made unhealthy conscious decisions for their food. I think what's interesting is with Trump getting elected and getting Bobby back in there, like they changed some restaurants or some.
Trump loves McDonald's.
He loves McDonald's. Some changed back to beef tallow. Like I think there's some things, some
Steak and
bigger
Shake did
things.
that, yeah.
Yep, Steak and Shake, and they flew big American flags. That was interesting.
Mm-hmm.
But you can't argue.
I think I'm gonna get an Indy 500 checkered flag for my. I have 2 flag posts.
Yeah,
I think I'm gonna get an Indy one.
but like
idea.
Big Macs are tasty. They are good.
Yeah, they're
so
very
like anyway.
If you want, I could get you a Wabash flag. It has a W. They might think it's a Wiggins.
So here's what I'm thinking. So May is Indy 500 flag.
Yeah.
I'll have a Pacers flag, a Colts, always American flag on one side.
Mm-hmm.
Pacers, Colts. In the off season of both of those.
Oh, Fever. There you go.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
Fever summer. Oh,
Yeah.
perfect.
Yeah.
Love it.
I just saved
Fever,
you. You're
Pacers,
welcome.
Colts, and then give me a Wabash for the off months.
Do not fly
November.
a Wabash
It's
flag.
a Wiggins flag.
It says W.
It's Wiggins.
Then fly
Period.
a Wiggins flag.
Wiggins. And
Everyone knows.
And by the way,
Everyone in
I
Indy
just
knows.
made my top 10 all-time summer
You know what I
list.
okay, if I,
Dude,
That's
5 of the top 10 are Wabash kids. 5. So I owe it to Wabash. That's a lot.
That's not brotherly love.
Big
That's
deal.
straight gay. If
Big
he
deal.
does that, that is. So you didn't go there, but your friend went there, so you're flying a flag.
Half my CPO went there.
He's
That's
making
my
a lot of
development.
money from these kids.
Dude, our launch to branch is like 2 to 1.
It is high. It is very high.
Very high.
Way higher than DePaul. Way higher.
Yeah.
DePaul never
More
quits.
loyal, but more headaches.
Yeah. Oh yeah. More drama for sure.
Yep.
More Monon Bells.
What I really no, that isn't true. Wabash has more Monon Bells.
I'm just talking about like recently
when
since you graduated.
Marcus talks about IU. He talks about present tense.
Yeah.
Wabash is history.
No. I mean,
he's gonna wake up at 2 a.m. about that one.
oh my god. I was gonna tell you that maybe you should fly the Christian flag. I think that's a cool idea.
So
By the way, that's a terrible flag.
no. Here's the deal.
It's a terrible. I'm a Christian and I love Christians. It is a terrible flag.
Okay.
It's
fine.
Isn't it?
I hate that it gives weird vibes, but it does.
And the national anthem is terrible too.
The
We need
national
a new-
anthem-
the national anthem.
the United States of America's national
Is it
anthem?
on your Spotify playlist?
But is it? What do you mean that it's bad?
It's just not a good song.
You know what's great? That
Like, do you listen to it?
Toby
It's a
Keith,
hard song.
You know what we
It's
should
hard-
change
it's like
to?
hymns.
Let's change it to the Toby Keith song.
We'll put
a boot in your ass. It's the American way. That song is awesome.
Hey, Uncle Sam.
That song is
I'm gonna say
awesome.
red, so it's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Adam Hayford, one of our super fans, and I get together on Memorial Day. We have the last couple of years, and we do the Murph. Now we
No,
do
you
it.
don't.
We do it.
Don't say you do it, and you don't. Our listeners hold accountable. Don't say you do it if you're not going to do it.
Rem.
Don't do it.
One of the people that are
First of all,
included in this
It's
conversation
not the Murph. It's
don't do it with a vest on, and I didn't want to call them out.
yeah. Then it's
But
not
you
a Murph.
forced it upon me.
And I believe you weren't doing the actual Murph either. With some of it's officially 100 push-ups.
Oh, you're saying because I break it up? Is that real? That's a real thing.
Oh, I don't care. I mean, I don't think
I
would-
do a 5, 10, 20 or whatever the split is.
Yeah, it's supposed to be 100 push-ups.
I do that.
It's supposed to be 200. 100 chin-ups, 200 push-ups, and 300 squats.
Sure.
And then a mile before and a mile after with a 20-pound vest the entire time.
I could do it except for the pull-ups.
So,
With a vest,
but
Yeah.
Rem,
20-pound vest.
Yeah.
but Rem, you're saying that what because I
couldn't
break it
do
up
the pull-ups, though.
because I don't do them.
I didn't think you did it with a vest.
I've done it with the best before. Yes,
What was your time?
I have it in my notes somewhere.
You did everything I just said with a vest?
Yes,
Very good.
but there's a 20 and a 40 pound.
Actually, I don't
vest.
think it was you that I was knocking. It's Drew, who I hold in high regards for his.
No, Drew does it with the vest.
No, he does not.
I've done it without a vest if it's not Memorial Day before.
Okay.
On the
Let's just
regular.
not say we do Murph
That's fair.
if we don't
fair.
do Murph.
I
It's
did
like,
the Earth.
I did the mini. Oh, cool. What was your time? Well, I did 5 miles. You didn't do the mini. Now that you've done the mini, you're not letting someone like that say
it'd
that.
be like the guy who finished first in like a
62
bike.
minutes.
In a bike. He was riding a bike. He was riding one of those lay down bike things.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Hmm.
He was some guy from Florida, and then the next guy came in, which I don't know how to explain this to you.
13 miles on my bike is like a
He
Sunday.
looks like a Wabash guy. But he
I bet
I
he
get it.
flies the Wabash for
I get it.
I get it. I won't deny it.
Masculine, hairy, manly.
very hairy. The dude, yeah, he's hairy. He was, yeah, James something.
not a low
Takes
T.
off his shirt and says,
not
nice
a,
sweater.
Not a low T situation.
I think it's rating time. I think it's rating time. Unless you guys got more.
Sacramento was selling burritos.
Oh.
I wrote that down.
I hidden Jim. So Ezra's watching this with us. Probably shouldn't, but we have no choice because he wouldn't. He came out of bed and like we're sitting there and he's watching. He's 3, whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. The music changes right after he says mortgage, like he mortgages everything.
Mm-hmm.
The music changes, and Ezra hears the music change, and he just goes, "That's a bad choice."
Yeah. 3-year-old.
That's awesome.
That's great.
But that's like the power of film.
Yeah.
When it's done well.
Totally.
And the script is great. The music is great. The acting
I'm
is
trying
great.
to think of a
This is
3-year-old
good-
articulating that. 3 years old.
He goes, "That's a bad choice," and he doesn't have
Wow.
anything. He doesn't know anything
Has
about
no idea.
mortgages or
Yeah.
whatever. But just the feel
Yeah.
of the scene, he goes, "That's a bad choice."
Well, so speaking of one of the coolest fun facts is the McDonald's back office set was built on the same stage as Ray Kroc's office in order to create genuine reactions to phone conversations.
Oh,
So do you get what I'm saying?
No, say it
They
again.
built essentially the two offices behind each other. So like with a wall separating them so that they could actually have phone call conversations in the same room and have genuine.
Oh, okay.
So like that's how it pretty cool. So they could film it simultaneously because in most cases on film, like you're filming one scene
Yep.
and feeding them what they should be saying and feeling instead of actually genuine reactions
Yep.
to like the
that's
phone
a
call.
cool thing.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool set.
That's great. Rating time. I am at 8.2. I love that it doesn't pull any punches. And maybe I have this for some reason can't
Gosh.
get away from hating Ray Kroc. At the
All
same
these
time.
guys look this. He looks like Colonel Sanders.
He does.
They all look the same.
I respect so much what he did. Like, holy cow. He built one of the biggest empires in American history. Probably forever. 100 years from now, still be talking about McDonald's.
Yeah.
Probably still be here. But yeah, 8.2.
Definitely the way he's portrayed is frustrating, right?
I didn't hear about any family members coming out suing the movie. But yeah.
I felt the exact opposite when we did the Walton book, right? And we talked about it. We were like, man, we walked away respecting him in ways that we didn't expect.
For sure. I came in the opposite.
Yeah.
And
Made in America. Great book.
Mm-hmm.
Fun episode.
Go listen to it. It's on our first 50 for sure.
Yeah. 8.6.
Who would you rather work for, Ray Kroc or Meryl Streep in Devil Wears Prada?
Meredith something, right?
Ray Kroc, for sure.
Because he's a guy.
It might be, dude. I don't know. But I also feel like Ray doesn't lie about who he is. You know who he is. And
neither does Meryl Streep. She's not lying about who she is.
It didn't
What is her
actually seem
character's
like
name?
this movie. It didn't make it seem like Ray was a hard person to work for necessarily.
He was just gonna do his own thing.
I mean, he was hard for the
Fred Turner figured it out.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, it was just the brothers.
Miranda Priestley.
Miranda
Priestley. I wouldn't mind working for Miranda Priestley. I can handle it.
I've worked for many women.
Name 3.
Nadine, Nicole, and Riley.